actress, author, stand-up comedian, and big Angel fan, Sarah Colonna.
Thank you. I think having Bruce say, "Has anyone seen my pants?" is the highlight of my career, so I'm good. Hi, Chuck. How are you? Can I take this out?
Yes.
Go Angels!
So Sarah, I have a few questions for you.
Great.
First off, Sarah's a big Angels fan.
Yes.
So tell us how you became an Angels fan, Sarah.
My father was a sports editor for the Orange County Register. He covered the Angels, and I grew up. I grew up in a broken home. Thanks for bringing that up. So summers it was always baseball season, and I grew up in Arkansas actually. But in the summers I would come out to Orange County and visit my dad, and he was covering the Angels. So I've been going to games since I was 10 years old.
What got you started in doing stand-up and show business?
I don't have any other talents. I don't. I wish I had a better answer. Like at one point I thought, I was like, maybe I could just be a lawyer. And I was like, I just want to be a lawyer on TV. So I don't know. I can't. I want a better story. I like to talk. And I like when people have to be quiet while I talk, so thank you. And then sometimes laugh, so that's if you guys could do that. And that's kind of it. I always said I wanted to do it. My mom always said, sure. And then one day I pulled out of the driveway to move to Los Angeles, and she was like, oh, you weren't joking. And here I am. But whatever, now I have a job, so it's cool.
So Sarah, what's your favorite, or what's your most memorable or funniest onstage moment, whether doing stand-up or on the Chelsea Late Show?
Okay, most memorable on-stage moment, it's not a good one. Other than this, I would say my most memorable moment, I hadn't been doing stand-up for very long, and I was performing at the Improv in Hollywood, and I was opening, well not really opening, I think somebody just let me perform before Drew Carey. And I think I've been doing stand-up for like maybe 3 months, and they said they were showcasing me for something because somebody thought I was funny, and they put me up in front of Drew Carey. So I was in front of this entire crowd who was just there to see Drew Carey. And here I come, popping up there, like, oh, these people are gonna love me. Nobody knew who, nobody cared. It was similar to what's happening right now. Thank you. Whatever you want to make out. Okay. I will fine with you. I'm not opposed. Nobody did that. I wish somebody would have done that at the Improv. But so I went up there, I told some jokes that had once worked, and then they didn't that night. And so I just basically, I said thank you and walked off stage before my time was up. And I just left the stage empty, which you're not supposed to do, which is what I know now. The MC was in the bar, probably having a really nice time until people started screaming. The bar was, the comedian who had just gone up was off the stage. So I just ran out and ran into the bathroom and started crying because I bombed so terribly. Again, much like I'm going to do tonight. And then Drew Carey basically like scolded me after. It was all very humiliating. I don't know if I'm telling the story well, but basically I wasn't a professional and it wasn't great, but I learned. And I cried a lot.
So Sarah, what's your favorite actor, actress, or celebrity that you work with, and why?
I would say we have sometimes on Chelsea lately we have guest hosts, and when Chelsea wants to go out on a binge, and so we had one week Dave Grohl guest hosted, who was from the Foo Fighters, if you guys don't know, and also Nirvana. I don't want to leave that out because I know that you're from Seattle. But so Dave Grohl guest hosted for an entire week for us, and it was so cool because it was just, I've been a huge fan of his for many years, and he was like just in our room, like he would come by the writer's room, and he would like play, he was like playing the drums in one of our rooms at one point, and on the last night, like when we were all saying goodbye to him, he had a party for us, and he ordered Kentucky Fried Chicken and a bunch of bottles of champagne, and he was like, just take a bite and then take a drink and trust me, and it was pretty much the best meal I've ever had in my life. It was good.
Okay, you gotta have some behind the scenes stories when working in Hollywood or doing stand-up. What's your favorite one of all time?
I think my favorite story of all time, like behind the scenes, would be I just finished this, well, I did this movie that just came out in January. Not that I'm plugging it or anything, but it's called Back in the Day, and it's on iTunes, so rude if you don't get it. But in that movie, I play like a shy woman who eventually, my husband is Harlan Williams, who's a comedian as well, and he plays my husband, and in one scene I come out in lingerie, and I have a whip, and I'm supposed to be like, I seem shy, but I have this like dominatrix side. It's not dirty or anything, your kids can watch it. But I come out, and I'm in this dominatrix outfit, I'm screaming in an accent that I totally made up, and I'm supposed to be just slapping myself in the face repeatedly, and I keep doing it, and I keep doing it, and I'm like, wait, why am I hitting myself? Like, they've been filming this whole time. And finally it dawned on me that the director, he had the take, but he just liked watching me slap myself in the face. And I went, wait a second, you had the take? And he goes, yeah, half an hour ago. Can you hit yourself again?
Okay, Sarah, lastly, where can everybody here in attendance go to find out where your upcoming shows and everything that you need to know to get a book of yours?
Oh, thanks, Chuck. Sarah Colonna with 2 N's, .com, and then, but follow me on Twitter. I tweet about the Angels constantly. I'm sure a lot of you know that, and that's what I do. Sometimes about other things. Usually it's about drinking or the Angels, so it's fun.
Ladies and gentlemen, Sarah Colonna.
Thanks, guys.